All right, guys, here's our next instructional video. And it's going to be the letter L and D. These are very simple. These are also very common letters. So let's go ahead and get started on these next 4 pages. All right. So cursive L actually starts in the middle line, on the middle line. Apologies. And comes up top, comes down, does just like that. I'll go super slow-mo this time. Goes in the middle, touches the top and the bottom, and comes around. Just like that. Very simple thing to do. You just make sure you have to start off correctly, because if you start off the bottom or the top, you're going to mess it up. Okay, so just make sure you start off in the middle, do your 2 loops, and then you would be good to go. Okay. All right, and then you do the same thing here. Do your own letters. Bam. And then you write your each. Copy down each one of those. Okay, and D's, you start at the top, go back around, come down, and give it a tail. This almost just like the capital O, except you have a, oh, I messed that one up badly. Almost just like the capital O, except right here, instead of going straight around, you give it a little loop-de-loop tail, okay? That's pretty much the only distinctive difference between the capital D and the capital O, which is why I like my capital D better, but this is the proper way. Okay, D, bam. Got it. All right. Then you trace each one for your own, and I'll do another one down here. So you have an example. Bam. Okay. Dad asked Dina to dance. Da 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 da. Dad, capital D, because I want you to practice your D's. And again, just like the O, it's going to stop at the top. You're going to have to pick up your pen. So this one isn't connected. A lot of capital letters do not connect with the lowercase ones, and that's okay. Dad asked Dina I-N-A Dina to dance. Period. You trace all of it and then rewrite it underneath it. And this one, Leo dined at Dina's house. Okay. So it's only practicing one L. Leo, or start at the middle. Capital L does connect. Leo dined at Dina's house. Since we're practicing the capital D, I will trace Dina. D-I-N-A-S apostrophe, because it's ownership. It's her house, and put your dot. Dina's house. Okay? Make sure you have your period, and make sure you trace each one of these. And so as you're paying attention, in this square, draw a triangle. All right, going on to the next page. I should have to do that every time. That's page 46. Now capital B. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's pretty much the same thing as regular B. It just has like one difference. All right. So to do that, capital B, you start at the middle, come up, go down, come back up, back around, and give it a tail, kind of like a 3. Start at the middle, come down, come back up, middle, and then you give it a tail on the inside. So I'll go super slow with this one, okay? So you can see it. Middle, up, down, up, loop around, and give it a tail. Just like that, okay? And then I'll kick it back to normal speed. Boom. Boom. You don't have to do the noise. That's just my little quirk. Boom. And boom. And then trace one for yourself, or trace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for yourselves. Remember that starts in the middle, comes down, comes back up. Boom, boom, tail on the inside. All right. And the R, pretty much the same thing, which is why I can understand how you practice these together. Because you also start in the middle, go down, come back up. You do a complete loop and then give it its little kickstand. All right. Boom, boom. Slow-mo again. Middle, down, up, around, full loop, and then kickstand. All right. That simple, that easy. And that's all you gotta do. And if it looks like that, you did it wrong. That last one's terrible. I don't know what that was. All right. And do each one for yourself. Please take your time with this one because for some reason my pen is deciding that I should not write these properly. Okay. Now, let's do the words. Bess bought a Brazilian bird. That sounds expensive. All right. So Bess, E-S-S, bought a Brazilian. I'm going to do that one because it's such a long word. B. Remember the capital B. You're going to pick up your pen. R. A. Z. I. L. I. A. N. Brazilian. Nice. Bird. B. I. R. D. Period. Oh, dot your I, then put a period. But remember, trace all of them and then write them for yourself on the bottom. Then it says, Rick can read some Russian. Okay, so Rick, same thing. Rick, R-I-C-K. You do not have to pick up your pen for capital R because they do connect with lowercase. Read some Russian. That language is from Russia. R-U-S-S-I-A-N. Period. Dot your I. All right. And then write those words for yourself. Very simple. So not you're paying attention. Put an X in the circle at the bottom. Thank you. If these are not done, you're going to get your packet back. All right, capital T and capital F. Look, we just talked about this, but now we get to perfect them. All right. So these are very easy. And this one, you do pick up your pen, or at least I do, because it makes it more simplistic. So all you got to do is give it a little curve at the top, come down, a little tail. Curve at the top, come down, little tail. Very easy. And do that incredibly fast because there is no need to go slow. If you need me to go slow, I'll go very slow in this one. Curve at the top, come down, give it a tail. And then you copy the rest for yourself. Now the F is the same exact thing. The same exact thing as the T. Curve at the top, come down, give it a tail, and then you strike through the middle. That's the difference. What you're asked 7, 8 pages ago. Curve at the top, come down, give a tail, strike through the middle. Curve at the top, tail, strike through the middle. Bam, bam, bam. Oof. Curve at the top, come down, give it a tail, strike to the middle. Curve it at the top, come down, strike to the middle. And if your name starts with any of these letters, please practice that because you'll have to write in cursive everywhere you go after 3rd, 4th, and 5th. After you leave the school, cursive is everywhere. I promise you. Everywhere in your life. Anytime you have to write a signature, you have to write in cursive. And then you do a copy for yourself. Or 7 copies. And then we go on down to next. Theodore Roosevelt won. One of my favorite presidents. And as you can see, this T does not connect. Theodore. And the teddy bear was actually named after Theodore Roosevelt. Nice little history lesson right there. Theodore Roosevelt won. And you trace those underneath. And Franklin D. Roosevelt won too. He was also one of my favorite presidents. He did a lot of good for this country. And K. L. I. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. R. O. O. S. E. V. E. L. T. Cross with T. 1, 2. And cross with T. All right. And you trace all those underneath it. And where I put this X, I want you to write the number 3. Next page should be page number 4 for me, if I am not mistaken. Could be, but I hope not. Let me see. Nope, that should be right. Come on down. Ooh, capital S and G, my favorites. They're not all that easier, but they look fancy. That's why I like them. And I never get to write them because I don't have an S or G in my name. All right, so look carefully for this because they have to be written in a very specific way. So the S starts at the bottom. I'll do slow-mo. Bottom, come all the way to the top, curve around, curve back down, and give it a tail. Okay? So it has 2 loops in it, and it has a tail. Okay? Make sure it touches the top line too, because my third one did not. It might be the pin, because it also didn't start at the bottom line either. But I'm not going to fight with this pin today. Don't want to do it. Okay? And you trace one for yourself. Please be careful and try not to go above or below the lines. I know some of mine did, but I don't have another pen that I can use. I'm sorry. And that's the capital S, capital G. Very fancy. Looks nothing like the normal G or the lowercase g. But it starts off like the S. As you start at the bottom, come all the way up, come down, loop back up, have a sharp point, and make a big curve and put a tail inside of itself. That is the cursive G. I know it looks a little weird, but it's pretty cool, especially if you have a G in your name, like Alexis does. Bam. Go up, sharp corner, bam. Just make sure you have that point right there on that G when it comes around. And try to make sure that tail goes on the inside of it, okay? Okay, and then trace one for yourself under each of those. And I'll do one here as an example. Okay. Okay, and then we have our sentences. Sue sees Glenn on Saturday. Okay, so Sue, capital S and G do not connect. Sue, S-U-E, sees Glenn, L-E, on Saturday. S-A-T-U-R-D-A-Y. Okay, and then you trace each of those words yourself. Very simple. Senora Gomez is the guest. So I'm going to actually copy the first 2 words. Actually, I'll copy this whole thing because it's easy. But so you have some practice. Senora. O-R-A. And then do your little accent sign, little curve. Senora Gomez is The guest. I'm going to assume she's the guest speaker at something. Who knows? All right, guys. So after you trace these, you trace them at the bottom. And then I want you to draw a star where I have this star. So now you're paying attention. All right, that's the next 4 pages. Thank you, guys. About to start the next one.